Hey, what's up, everyone?
Hello, guys. What's up? Hey, guys.
What's
And I'm
happening?
Josh.
I'm Mike, and we are real dead.
Shoot, I got this light right in the shot,
Well, I'm
Mike.
dark over here, and I'm trying like, what's going on light-wise with me? It kind of
I had a light.
sucks.
Look at, I had this light in the shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Back
Who
in the day,
knows?
like on like when they used to do sitcoms, sometimes you could see the boom mic would drop down into the shot.
Yeah. Well, I look a little dark here. I don't know why I'm so dark.
No, it's fine.
Maybe that'll help a little bit. But so I see. Let's see who we got here. Audio is muted. We got Monster B in here. What's up, fellas? Good to see you in here, Monster B. And we're doing something a little bit different, right, Josh? We're going to do a live.
So normally we do a movie review, and we do a video, and sometimes they do good, sometimes they don't. It's really a crapshoot if they do good or not, right, Mike? Really?
Yeah, it's you never know. So we thought, hey, this is the last second, like at 3:00 today, Josh.
Yeah.
We was going to have to ask Michelle to edit video, and I was like, well, let's just try to go live tonight because I'm not going live tonight on our travel channel. So
Yep.
it's been kind of crazy since really before Halloween, and I was on vacation for a week, so and then came back to 2 weeks behind work. But
we didn't talk, Mike. When I went live with other people, I mean, we didn't say nothing about you. I mean, we understood.
No, of course you didn't. I listened. I'm a voyeur. I heard what the hell between you and old Restless talking shit.
Hey,
old Restless. I'm watching you, old Restless. I'm watching you, bud.
Are you gonna play that intro? I gotta take my dog outside real quick, so I'll be right back if you're gonna play it.
Hey, I can't play that.
Oh, I thought you could.
I can't play that. Take your dog outside, and then we're getting ready to rank this movie, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. We're going to rank this all 6 categories. So you guys that are in the chat here, hang out with us. I'll show you real quick what it's going to look like. But we're going to go over the 6 categories that we normally go over, which is story and plot, 1 through 5, 1 being 2.5 being average, 5 being excellent, 1 being really sucky. But 1 through 5, we're going to score it. Story and the plot evaluates the narrative structure, originality, pacing, emotional resonance. 2 is direction, the director's vision, storytelling ability, and execution. 3 is acting, focuses on the performance, chemistry, believability of the cast. 4 is cinematography, looks at the visual style, camera work, lighting, and overall aesthetics. 5 is music and sound, reviews the sound track, score, sound design, and how audio enhances the story. And 6 kills the quality, originality of the practical effects, CGI. So those are going to be the categories we go over. I'm going to go through here and say hey again to everybody. Monster B, what's up, my man? Good to see you in here. Mike Loves Horror from down in GA, Atlanta, and go Panthers, beating up on those Falcons. And Holly Ayers is in the house. It was good seeing
hey.
Holly is from the cruising community, but she's a horror fan too. And I got to see her on the cruise ship that we were on a little bit. Holly's a party animal. I'll just let you guys know that up front. She is a party animal. And Monster B says, man, Josh was bashing you. I know he was. He tries to listen. He tries to guilt me into feeling bad about not going live. And guess what? I don't feel bad at all. I'm in front of people at my normal job all day long in meetings and in front of a bunch of people at one time. So I'm a firm believer less is more. And I only want to go live when I have something to say. I'm not going to go up here and quack like a duck like
wait a minute.
This guy right here. He just loves hearing himself talk.
Hey, I just want to show a pickup I had this week. Just real quick at Goodwill. It doesn't have anything to do with our topic, but I thought it was cool for $2.29. It is the Halloween collection.
That's cool for $2.29.
Yeah, and it's 3 film set, and it's Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, and the Halloween Curse of Michael Myers. So that's number 6, and then H2O, which is a good film, and then of course Resurrection. Some like it, some think it's crap. So
we got Crazy Horror Collector Reviews is in here. Good to see you in here. And he says, Mike, Halloween autograph collection. So I don't know what you're saying. If you want me to film one of those, Josh has done his. I probably do need to do
that.
mine at some point. I need to do my collection, which I've got some pretty good autographs from Halloween, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want to do like my Scream stuff that I already. No, I did Saw. I've done Halloween. I needed to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scream. I kind of want to do the different categories because I think as a whole, people like seeing that when it's just one category instead of like here's my whole collection. Like here's this, this, and this, and then you can, I think people like that. So yes, Mike, he's been asking for you to do a Halloween autograph.
And I've got a lot of videos when I get time here. I got a lot of videos. I'm probably about a month behind on videos, but I got a bunch of unboxings to do. I got something in custom today that I haven't even opened the box on it either. I also finally got the parts in for the Art the Clown animatronic. I got to do a video on that. There's a lot of videos coming out over the Christmas time in January. So we got a lot of videos coming out in the future with some of our collectibles that we got. And then we'll do some more movie reviews as well. But Josh, let's jump into A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
that's what people, if you're watching this on the
Part 2.
replay, check us out. Check out our Facebook page. We got a channel called Horror Vault 24/7. And that is sponsored by Real Dead. If you're another collector or another creator, you can post your videos in there as well.
Yep.
But we love just talking about horror stuff. And also, both of you guys' physical media collection. I'm not a big physical media guy. I do have some stuff, not a whole lot. Josh is more the physical media guy. I do have some collections. We did a video not long ago about Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Dark Sky collection.
I mean, to be fair, Mike, we both will have a Scream Factory probably Scream Factory video coming out.
Yeah, we ordered a bunch of stuff from Scream Factory when we heard they were closing down, and then now they're not really closing down, I don't think. But
yeah.
So Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Yep.
So the tomato meter was a 46 from the critics, a 33 from fans.
Yeah.
Pretty low.
Yeah,
pretty low.
Very. And you know what? From someone that's recently went back and watched the whole series, I think this one's different, obviously, but I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad movie. I liked it more than some further on down. I put it like in the middle. I put it more about 50%, like, if I had to say, but
let's go ahead and go over the synopsis real quick, and then we're going to jump into this movie. And you guys score this with us if you want to. As we talk about each area, put your number in there, 1 through 5, on how you would score it. But this movie synopsis is Jesse Walsh, Mark Patton, moves with his family into the home of the lone survivor from a series of attacks by dream-stalking monster Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund. There, Jesse is bedeviled by the nightmares and inexplicable violent impulses. It turns out Freddy needs a host body to carry out his gruesome vendetta against the youth of Springwood, Ohio. While Freddy's gains influence, Jesse and his girlfriend Lisa Kim Myers race against the clock trying to figure out what is going on. So,
and I do want to put something out there too, Mike, that this movie has it's been kind of polarizing over the years because I just watched a whole documentary about Mark Patton in this movie, and it actually was really good. It's called Scream Queen, and it actually was really good, and it told his story about how this movie kind of ruined his career in a way where, like how he back in the early 80s or mid 80s when this came out, to be out of the closet wasn't fashionable. It just wasn't.
That's a good point. And Joseph, listen, I'm going to post this because I don't think you're really meaning to bash the times here, but you were saying this movie is bad, but I don't know if it's gay or not. That's some of the questions I had in the movie too. But either way, you didn't know what was really real and what wasn't real. But it just was so different compared to 1 and 3, which are all-time best. So good point. Good call out. I think we need to talk about that eventually in the direction and stuff.
So I would say, like I said, I think Mark Patton was outed kind of from this movie, and it wasn't fashionable in the early to mid 80s, and he subsequently didn't get a lot of roles because of that.
And Joseph says, I mean, I don't care if he's gay or not.
No. I know.
We have to admit, back in the 80s, I mean, listen, I'm a child of 71 and I grew up in the 80s. Back then in that time period, I mean, this is 40-year anniversary. I forgot to mention that 40-year anniversary of this movie. It was not common. You were starting to see it some in the mainstream, but it was very uncommon for homosexuality.
You're right.
To be out there in the public.
That's right.
I hate to say this, but back then, a lot of times when it was bashed or you were
looked down upon.
Right.
Like he said, he didn't get film roles because people said, well, how can I cast you in this movie? Everybody's not going to think that you're a tough guy or that you couldn't date, or that they wouldn't want you to date this girl because it's not believable that you would be in a romance with somebody. Like, it really hurt his film career, Mike. It really did. Because of how this movie was written. And the writer actually denied it for years that he wrote this movie to be this way. Now he has come out and said, yes, I wrote it to be a gay, a lot of gay innuendos and meaning, even though I don't think the guy's not gay, but he just did that, I guess, because he was, I don't know why. And Mark Patton had a lot of issues with it for a long time. And also I want to say Mark Patton is dealing with HIV AIDS.
Serious health issues, right?
Yes, serious health issues. And I had a chance to meet him and I didn't do it because my money was limited. I should have done it just because he is one of those final guys in horror and there's not a lot of them. So technically, he's the final guy, but I just think, that stinks, that story behind that movie, but we'll get into it as we talk a little bit more.
Yeah, let's jump into the 6 categories. While you had took your Miss Lily out to the bathroom, I went ahead and went over these 6 categories. But I think we can go ahead and jump into the very first one. Again, 1 through 5, 2.5 being average. Those 6, 7, 8 people that are in here, you score this along with us, and you put 1 through 5 as well, and we'll try to go over what you've said after we put our score in. But very interested in hearing your opinion on this too. That's why we're doing this live tonight. Just mix it up a little bit. So, story and plot evaluates the narrative structure, originality, pacing, and emotional resonance. So, story and plot evaluates the narrative structure, originality, pacing, and emotional resonance. What do you have for that one, Josh?
So, the story and the plot are interesting because if you notice in the movie, everything seems to get hotter and hotter and hotter. And that was showing that the hotter it got, the more power Freddy was getting. That's how they showed that in this film, because he died, but they said because him dying by fire and stuff and burning up. And so when things get hot, that's like literally at the end of the movie when he's terrorizing people, there's like fire bursting out behind him and all this with a really cool shot in the movie. So they use the heat and stuff. Lily, no. They use the heat and stuff to symbolize that in the story, which I do like. Also, I like in the story where Freddy has to basically use a person to channel through to get into the real world. He can't do it himself. He's not powerful enough. Probably because of what Nancy did to him 5 years. This movie takes place 5 years after the first one, by the way. Mm-hmm. And so Freddy needs people to fear him to be powerful. So I think that was a cool thing in this movie. You know what? I don't think it's a horrible plot. I'm going to give it 1 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay. So, again, story and plot. I don't mind the story of, and this may be more of direction and director's vision, storytelling next. So I'm going to kind of stay off of that. I kind of like the story. Number one, I like Patton as an actor. I thought he did a good job.
He does.
Trying to make sure I say this the right way because it's kind of hard to me explain. I like the story of, hey, maybe Freddy has to come back through somebody else, but the whole thing about number 1 was the nightmares,
right?
And it kind of went away from that. The whole thing was about the nightmares, which there's a lot of nightmares in this as well. And again, maybe this goes more in a direction, but I hate to say this. I tried watching it again here recently, and I'm like, I can't tell what's real, what's not real. And that may go in a direction, but I kind of like the idea of having to come through somebody else.
Yeah.
But at the very end of it, I'm like, it kind of abandoned that when, when the girlfriend kept helping him and then he just comes back anyway. So I know there's one point where he comes through him.
Well, I think he was after killing all those kids and having them be afraid. He was powerful enough to be by him. He can come out by himself.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this. I'm just going to say I'm just going to give it an average to me of 2.5.
Okay.
I wasn't overly impressed with it. I did like initially the thoughts of it, but to me, the second question we're getting ready to go over is probably I can explain a little bit more of what I thought, but I'm going to give it a 2.5. So let's look what other people said. Holly says I'd give it a 2.5.
Okay.
I would agree with Josh. Mike from down in Georgia says I would agree with Josh, a 3, mainly for originality. There was some originality to that.
Yep.
Oressa says it's a 1 out of 5 for me. Yikes, is this film bad in every way? Okay. Oressa says it's a 1 for him.
Yeah.
And Monster B says it's a 2 for me. So he thinks it's a little bit below average.
Okay.
As well. So,
okay.
So let's go number 2. Direction assesses the director's vision, storytelling ability, and execution. What do you think about that, Josh?
I think the execution is good. I think some of the scenes are really cool that they have. Like I was talking about with Freddy, like the shot where he was like, "You're all my children now," and then that big flames come behind him. That thing is like iconic. They made a NECA figure of that scene. They have it. I have it where I have the flame on his back, and it looks like that from part 2. It's sweet. Just some of the imagery with Freddy in this is really cool. I mean, I think some of the other stuff, I can think of the dance scene with him in the bedroom dancing on the bed, and then that pop gun, hilarious.
That's
by the
typical
way.
80s stuff right there, man.
Yeah,
that's typical, Olivia Newton-John and Grease or something,
Remember that part where he was closing the drawer with his butt? And he was backing up and But yes, I think some of the direction is a little goofy, but I'll give it a 2.5. I'll say it's middle of the road for me.
Okay, we got a 2.5 for Josh. And just a FYI, and you did not have to do this, but thank you so much, Monster B.
Oh, thank you.
Super sticker $4.99, guys, and we appreciate that. We do appreciate it. We've been thinking about upgrading StreamYard, so maybe we'll go members only channel here all of a sudden, Josh. We're just trying to pay for StreamYard. I don't know. I'm messing with that. I don't want to do no members only shit.
Listen, I'm an expert in having a member subscription channel, Mike.
Yeah. Not for me. So I'm going to go direction. This is where I have a problem with this movie because I did not understand the direction of this movie.
Okay.
Now the cinematography that you were talking a lot about with the direction, I'm probably going to score that a little higher. But direction assesses the director's vision, storytelling, ability, and execution. I did not understand back in the 80s, nor even now hardly, the whole scene with the gay bar and the coach. And why would if this is a dream, then why is the dream that he's in a gay bar?
No, that wasn't a dream. Yeah, actually happened. I think.
So Mark Patton just as a teenager, late at night, nothing to do, goes to a gay bar.
Hey, listen, do you know what that bar was called? Don's Place.
Don's Place. Okay. So I didn't understand all that. I thought the whole thing was a dream the whole time. So I was a little bit confused about all that.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
If it's real, Josh, then why is the damn coach making him run laps at night around the track in a gym when you're out of school? I would have told my coach, stick it. I'm telling everybody in class that I caught you down at the gay bar.
Also, your coach was dressed in his leathers.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It just made no sense to me. Then you brought this up. There is a swastika in the back, in the background of it. The director should have had enough vision ahead of time this, I think I read this off Chat GPT that it was actually another movie. They used the same film set, and they didn't even change the background of what was going on.
No, you can clearly see a swastika on the wall. I showed Mike.
Yeah. So yeah, he sent me a photo of it. So I didn't like that. I just thought it was really poorly executed. 2.5 being average.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this a 1.5 for me.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going 1.5 on that. I'm gonna share it real quick so we can see so far. Josh with a 3 and a 2.5, 2.5, 1.5. Mike. I want to go through it real quick and start saying what everybody else says.
Okay.
Holly said 2. Monster B says 2. Mike Lowe's Horace says 2 for this one.
Yep.
And old Rest says Josh is an expert at paywalling. Yeah, he's money hungry. That's for sure.
Hey, Mike, this is kind of fun doing it this way, having people's responses with us, isn't it?
Yeah, if you guys like us, tell us in the comments you like this. Maybe we'll do this every month instead of voting on stuff.
Yeah.
We're not very democratic around here.
No. We're not going to get into this.
Right. Yeah. All right. So let's go next category here. 3, acting focuses on the performance, chemistry, believability of the cast. So
you can go first, Mike. You go first.
Okay. So I was okay with Pat. I thought Pat was a good actor.
Yeah. I think he's fine.
Some of the support cast, main girl,
the girlfriend, she was okay.
I wasn't a big fan of hers. Now she looks good now. I will say that. I saw the recent picture of her, but
she looks really nice still for her age, for sure.
Is it Kim Myers or something?
She was
better now than she did back then.
Hey, she was at Scarefest, Mike.
Oh, was she?
Yes.
So I thought some of the acting was over the top. Again, this is back in the 80s.
What about the friend, Ron Grady, the friend of?
That's the thing I have a problem with this movie is they didn't allow you to really get to know the supporting cast other than the little bit of the girlfriend, and the girlfriend was whiny the whole time. She's like, "Let me help you, Jesse. Jesse, let me help you get through this, Jesse." And I'm like, "Come on, what a whiny ass."
And then did you notice that Grady's kind of like a jock type? But Mark Patton isn't like that, so it's kind of weird. Well, they were enemies at first a little bit. Remember, they didn't like each other.
I think they should have had. I didn't get into number one. I got into all the characters, supporting characters. This one, I had no way. There wasn't enough of them, and the ones that were there, I didn't think they dived deep enough into the characters. So
but what about Freddy, dude? You didn't talk about Robert Englund.
Oh yeah, Freddy's great in it, and some of the cinematography is great with him. I didn't have a problem with him. He wasn't making as many funny jokes in this one as he does later on. So I thought he was good, but he didn't have a lot of lines to talk to in the movie. Except towards the end.
One of my favorite ones in it is where he's like, "I have the mind, you have the body."
Yeah, but it took 35, 40 minutes to get to the first kill in the movie.
Yeah.
It took forever. I know that really doesn't have anything to do with acting, but I'm going to give this one again a 1.5. I'm just not a big fan of it.
I'm going to say Mark Patton I did like him in this. I think some of his screams, some of his screams were a little feminine. I will say that. Not that it's bad, but he could have toned that down maybe a little bit. The loudness, like the way he screamed. But because that was one of the things where people were like, "You scream like a girl." in that documentary, they talked about that. They're like, this is one of the things where people were like, "Wait a minute, you scream like a girl." Like, so, but yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, I thought he was a little bit over the top at the end when the whole bus and he was it wasn't a dream. Is it really a dream? And it really was a dream then. I thought that was a little over the top acting. But overall I liked him.
I liked the beginning of the bus part. I really liked that.
I'm talking about the end part. I thought it looked a little bit cheesy over the top. Like it's
okay. Yeah, I think I'm kind of with you. I'd probably give it a 2.
You give it a 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cinematography, looks at the visual style, camera work, lighting, overall aesthetics.
Okay, I kind of talked about that earlier with the thing. So,
we got to go back real quick. We're going to do this right.
We're
going to start at the bottom and go our way up. Old Restless said it was a 1 out of 5. Monster B says 1 out of 5 with the acting. Life is good today. How you doing, Ronnie? And he says it's a 2. Holly says 1.5. Acting Robert England is a 5. The rest of the cast is a 2. So Mike Loves Horror said that. And then I think Old Wrestling said, even from the previous one, said it was a 1 as well. So I can tell Old Wrestling does not like this movie very much. All right. Cinematography. What do you think there, Josh?
I kind of talked about it earlier, but I actually enjoy the cinematography of this movie. I think this is probably one of the higher marks for this. I'll give it a 3.5.
Okay.
Yep.
3.5 for Josh on cinematography. I thought the lighting was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy and scary, and I didn't have a problem with that. The whole basement with the bowler and the fire and all that was kind of cool. What about the cheesy part where the damn bird disintegrates? Oh my God. That view, though, the cinematography of it coming from the bird's view, looking down at the family in the room was kind of cool. Yeah. But it was,
man, his dad was a real asshole in this too, wasn't he? Mark Patton's dad.
Yeah, he was pretty rough. So I'm going to go cinematography. I'm going to go a 3. I think it's a little bit above average, a little bit below you. I do think it was not bad. And more of my stuff may come with qualities. I did really like in this movie the part where Freddy Krueger pulls his head back and you saw his brain.
Well, that's coming with the effects, Mike.
Yeah, but I do like that because it's still visually, it was really cool the way the lighting was.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep. So music and sound. Review the soundtrack, score, sound design, how audio enhances the story.
So I say the music in this was decent. They used the Freddy music, of course, which I like.
Oh, cinematography. We got to go through that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Read them.
Life is good today. I think this was Monster B. Well, Old Wrestler said 1. I don't know if that's the previous one or this one. I need to start putting a line in like 3 and then so we know where to start and stop. But Holly Air says it was a 3 for cinematography. Cinematography a 3 for Mike Loves Horror. Monster B gave it a 3. And Old Wrestler says cinematography a 2. So I'm going to go ahead and type in here. The next thing is going to be music that we're talking about.
Oh, okay. So then they know.
That way we know. Hey, we're learning. We're learning on the go here, right?
Yes. Mike,
Joseph gave it a 2 as well.
This could be, this could be a good formula going forward once a month, Mike. We could do this, and then we could get the live in too.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get, okay. So music, I knew you was going to get that in there, Josh. He's always giving me shit about going live. So music, what did you think about that, Josh?
I liked it. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was like super generic or anything. I thought it was fine. I didn't hear anything that was weird or off-putting. It fit fine. I do like the music they use when Freddy's on screen. Different kinds of things. So I think some of it sets good atmosphere. And I think I'd give the music probably a 3 on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on this one. I'm gonna go a 2.5, just average.
Okay.
I would like to sing a little more scariness. I like the first one. I thought was a little better with the singing of the song with the little girls, and
they did that in this a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah, a little bit, but that first one, man, it scared the shit out of me.
It was his. Remember, he opened that door up, and his sister was in the white dress, jump roping, singing it. I thought that was effective.
So I'm gonna go. What did I say? 2.5 on that one.
Yeah. Well, you'll really like part 3, Mike. They got what is it? Dokken singing Dream Warriors in part 3.
Dokken, come on, not call him Dokken. You 80s, you 90s child. It's rocking with Dokken. It's
listen,
hey,
I was born
George Lynch, Don Dokken. He just retired from music. Thank God. He was really bad, but Dokken was big in the 80s, man. Dream Warrior soundtrack came out. I mean, I think I skipped school to go down to Peaches and buy that the first day it came out. That's showing my age. All right. So kills, quality. Oh, we got to go back through here in music. Okay.
Yep.
Let me take this out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm learning here on the go.
I do like this
today says 3. Holly Air says 3. Monster B says 2. Mike Loves Horror says 2. And Old Restless gave it a 2. Old Restless finally came out of the 1s and went into 2 on that one. So Josh, I think you tied with a high score of 3 with Holly Ayers and Ronnie with Life is Good Today. So last one here is kills and the practical effects.
So I like the practical. I thought this is probably one of the best looking Freddy's. Like the burn effects, the practical makeups, the burn. I think it looks really good. He looks creepy. I like you said, the part where he pulls his skull back, where he's like, "I got the brain," and it's awesome. It's an awesome practical effect, and it's simple. It's not nothing too, but it looks great. I mean, it looks really good. I like where I do. I do like where he kills the coach.
I thought you were going to say you like the guy when he got slashed in the ass in the back in the bathroom. Come on now. Listen, I'll be honest with you, Josh. I'm going to push you on a little bit on this. The kills sucked in this movie.
Oh, I thought
the kills were horrible.
I liked when he killed his friend Grady against the door. I thought that was cool.
But you didn't see it. You didn't see it. It was like he's just up against the door, and then you see the other side of the door, and his claws coming through it.
Just to like Friday the 13th, these movies got hammered because what about the children? Oh my Lord, the children, Mike. So that's
your Democratic Party Tipper Gore right there. That's nailing the shit out of that. Okay.
Yeah. And so, so like, what about the children? So this stuff was affected by that, Mike. It just was. So, but I like the part where Freddy comes busting out of the ground by that pool and just starts slashing fools. I thought that was great. And I mean, I didn't think, I thought had some cool gore in it. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so, but the part where Freddy comes out of Jesse.
That was awesome. That was kind of a cool scene. It was a practical effects thing. It wasn't CGI or nothing like that.
Dude, when he was in Grady's room and all of a sudden, like just Freddy stands up and like the skin of Mark Patton falls to the ground is a sweet shot.
It is a sweet shot. Mark Patton's face, but okay, I'll give it to you on that one.
Okay, but so I will say, I'm gonna give this a 3.
Okay. All right. So my problem with this kills and quality, it was 35-40 minutes before the first kill. You had the dream sequences and stuff going on. I'm going to say up front, I thought Freddy really looked cool. If it wasn't for the fact that Freddy looked as good as he did,
he looked great.
And I love the brain part. I love I love the weird looking dogs with the human faces on it. That was weird as shit.
That's crazy, dude. The NECA figures of those look just as creepy.
Just like them. Yeah, it looks just like them.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I was just not overly impressed with the kills. I mean, the one scene that you're talking about, I mean, the teacher being slashed with his ass hanging out in the bathroom. I mean, come on, man. We got to get a little more graphic on something like that.
Hey, did you? Where he was getting whipped with the towel.
Yeah, he's like, whoosh, whoosh. You're right. There probably was a lot of heat from the media and I'm going to say both sides of the aisle political party.
But like Friday the 13th also got really hindered by stuff like that, man.
Yeah, but that's 1980, and then that's 5 years later, 1985.
No, all dude, there was like
you're talking about all of them in the 80s. Well, hell, there's what, nine out of 10 years of Friday 13th was in the 80s.
Well, and look at Freddy, there's probably 4 or 5 in the 80s.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to give this an average 2.5. If it wasn't for Freddy, I would probably give it probably a 1.5 to 2. But I think Freddy really looked cool in this movie.
I think maybe besides the original, I think this is where Freddy looks the best. I think later sequels, it looks like he's wearing a rubber mask. It doesn't look as good. So I say, what's this thing?
Josie says, I'm giving it 6, actually. I don't know what he means by that. And Holly says 3.5. Holly liked it. Monster B says, I'm giving it a 3. Okay. I'm in the minority here, and that's okay. Yep. Ronnie goes 3.5. He really liked it.
Hey, Ronnie.
one of the movie's strongest suit for PE, that is. Okay, gotcha. And then Mike Horse says, compared to the kills in other films, this one's a 1.5. Wow. And I know Mike really likes Freddy, but he gives it a 1.5 out of 5. So, okay, now I'm going to go back. If you guys, I don't know if you wrote this down, tallied it up, tell us what your overall average was. In the future, when we do this, do that for us, and we'll just, add up all your total and divide it by 6, and that'll tell us what your average score is. But I'm getting ready to show you guys Josh and my score on this. And what do you guys think Josh came in at? What do you think Mike came in at as an average?
What do you guys think?
And what is average, Josh?
Average is 2.5.
2.5 is that we have a tough scale here. We don't, we don't play around.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show.
Did you see this movie in the theater, Mike? 1985, 40 years ago, or no?
Oh, Joseph said, I thought it was 1 to 10. Yeah, it was 1 to 5. Actually, you could give it a 0 or a 0.5 if you wanted to. I can't remember. I don't think I saw this in the theater. I don't think I did. I think I saw this on VHS.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and show it here now. Josh gave it overall a 2.8. So that would be like a 5.6 on a 10-point scale, 2.8 out of 5, 2.8 stars out of 5. And I gave it a 2.3, just below average, or 4.6 out of 10. So below average for me, a little bit above average for Josh.
I don't think it's a bad movie, though. It's not like it doesn't do anything egregious against Freddy, in my opinion. It is a little lame how they kill him with love. I mean, but they don't ever kill Freddy, just banished him for a little while. I just say, I don't think it's a bad movie. It's not like Jason Goes to Hell or Friday the 13th Part 8, which are horrible, or Halloween Ends or Rob Zombie Part 2. It's not like that to me, but I would say it's not great. Obviously, I gave it like 5.5, but I think it's watchable. And I think it has some funny things in it, kind of like, it's kind of like, to me, Friday the 13th Part 5, where it's not a great movie, but it has so much enjoyable stuff in it for me that I can laugh and have a good time with the movie.
Yeah, so Holly gave it a 2.58. So she's right there, right there with you, Josh, on that. That's a good score. And so Joseph right here says, I have an Elm Street NECA figure signed by Robert, Heather, and 2 of the Jump Rope Girls. That is cool as hell.
That's killer.
That would be a bucket list for me. I would love to have something like that.
I only have one Nightmare on Elm Street autograph, and that is Robert Englund on a Funko. And I didn't meet the man. I sent away for it.
I've got Amy Weiss and Heather Langenkamp. That's the 2 I got. Funhouse, Night of the Creeps, Trick or Treat, Halloween 3. People do one of these. Okay, those are some good options there. Fun. We'll probably do something in December with around Christmas, to be honest with you, and then we'll start all over in January. But
let me ask in here right now.
Oh God.
So December is Krampus, 2015 Krampus movie. It's its 10-year anniversary. Do you want us to review that on here or not? Or do you want us to do a different one? I'm a big
Krampus fan. Josh is a big Krampus fan. So I didn't know if you guys would want us to do Krampus or not. I was thinking about some of the other ones like Christmas Evil, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Somebody even put, was it Jack Frost in? I don't know. Maybe that's a January one, but I don't know. We need to do something for the Christmas season.
Right. Well, I was just thinking because Krampus is the 10-year anniversary. So that's why I thought, to me, it's my favorite horror movie for the season. It's mine. But I know there is a new one coming out. What, Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, Mike, is coming out?
Yeah, that one's coming out with our boy that played in Halloween Ends.
Gregory told me he's not watching it.
Yeah, I bet. Gregory will abandon us for the month of December because he doesn't want it to affect Christmas. Holly says Krampus makes sense for the time of year and the anniversary. Krampus rules, okay. If you're calling it a night, see y'all later. Joseph, we're not leaving quite yet, but hey, if you need to go, we understand that. Let's see what else. The original, not the horrible remake. He's talking about the Black Christmas. He says Black Christmas would be a good one. Mike, I got 2 Nick Castle Funkos signed for 110 on Pristine Auction. Oh wow. That's not bad. That's not a bad
2
price.
for 110, like for both, not each. Wow, that's a
why I'll
killer
take
deal.
it. That's a pretty good deal there.
Mike, have you looked on Pristine Auction in a while?
Not since I got the Alex Winter signed Lost Boys.
Will they have Black Friday sales, you think?
I don't know. I'm looking for the Day of the Dead store. Hopefully maybe they'll come up with a big 50% off. I don't know. I think I told everybody that, but I had a really awesome chance to buy something on Day of the Dead store.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a signed, it was number 6, I think, Friday 13th, 6 cast. And it was like, there was like 6 autographs on it. Or was it 5?
Was it 6 or was it 4? Was it 3 or 4?
I can't remember. Maybe it was 3. It was number 3, but it had 6 autographs on it. And I bought it like dirt cheap. I got 6 autographs. What was it, Josh? Like $70, $60-$70. It was like,
yeah, and I was going to a con and going to drop at least that much on 3 autographs.
Yeah, because you were getting ready to go to Scarefest, and I was like, damn, I can get this cheaper. And it had a JSA on it.
Yeah.
So I bought it. It sent me the email saying I bought it and expected ship date. And then like 2 days later, they emailed me back and said, oops, sorry, out of stock. We're giving your money back.
That would have been a killer deal, Mike.
Yeah, that kind of pissed me off. But
yeah.
So Joseph says there's a petition to have Gregory join the channel full time about 1 of 10. He gets 1 out of 10 votes. Well, we can't all be 100% like Josh,
Yeah.
If me and Gregory or me and somebody else ever went live without Josh, he would freaking shit shingles.
No, I wouldn't care if I wasn't. Listen, if I wasn't available, I would understand. I would tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. Me and Gregory are talking about going live on Monday or Tuesday night because I didn't know we were doing this live.
Y'all can go live on Monday, Tuesday night. I don't care. Y'all can go live anytime y'all want to without me. I'm fine with that.
We'll send you the link, Mike. We'll have you in here.
So, I mean, it's probably not fun to make fun of this, but it says, are you on the Epstein list? Probably not.
Come on.
I am old enough to probably have been on that list with Slick Willie and some of them, but,
no, Joseph, come on now.
80s were a good time, but not for that kind of stuff.
No.
So I think that's about it. I don't know. Is anybody else? We got a few, if you want to talk for a few minutes here, anything else going on?
So should we do Krampus then, Mike, or no?
Josh is the opposite from Mike in that case. Mike couldn't care less about this channel. Yeah, I couldn't care less about all the hours I spend on videos. Not recently, but yeah.
Mike does. Mike does care. And Mike, listen, we're literally, I think, 9 subscribers away from 3,500, Mike. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Also, we're so cheap we can't have the StreamYard. We got the StreamYard logo up over Josh's head. We're sponsored by StreamYard now. But the QR code over here really does work. So if you're watching a replay on here and you want to join our channel, doesn't cost you a thing. Ain't that what they say in the cruising community, Josh?
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing.
Yeah.
That QR code actually works. I took my phone, I zapped it, and it does work. It takes you straight to our channel.
Well, I want to let everybody know also Friday, tomorrow, I had a Amazon Friday the 13th deluxe franchise box set update. I sent it in, so I have a video coming out tomorrow about what they did and if they sent me something back that's good or not. Because you know how they screwed me in the last.
You're trying to clickbait them on a live. Come on, Josh.
Mike, listen, you would have been pissed off.
You see the guys trying to get all the views and hours so you can get more money to buy something at a convention is Josh.
Listen, though, I'm telling you guys right now, if Mike would have got that box that I got, he would have been on the phone with Amazon in 3 seconds.
That damn J hook better not have a damn crease in it.
Oh, dude. I know. Look at my Halloween Resurrection. That's how
I would have shit a brick and sent it back to him. I don't want my J hook effed up.
That's NECA. So I did put this review out too, guys, which I think the figure looks really good.
What do you got them out playing with them, Josh? Like
him and Freddy? They're on my desk. They're on my desk. I haven't took care of them yet downstairs, but yeah, I have the H2O one too. So
you all know what Josh is doing. He's over there like late at night. His wife's working third shift. He's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm Mr. Michael Myers, and hey, I'm the Resurrection Michael Myers."
wait, we got Chris Duran, and then we got Brad Loree. We met both those guys.
Brad Loree, yeah. Brad
Loree, yeah. We met both those guys. Both really funny. But well, Chris Duran, he was pretty serious, but Brad Loree was not serious at all. He's funny.
No, Brad. If y'all remember, Brad Loree said, "Hey, I'll do a promo for your channel if you go buy me a beer." Best $6 I ever spent.
and also Chris Duran talked him into buying a signed comic book, right, Mike?
Yes, yeah, he did. Chris Duran says you'll get the first edition for $40, my autograph, and the first edition comic book for $40. I said sold.
Hey,
and then he wrote it in red, and I can't even read the damn thing.
Hey, I saw in another video, I don't know if it was Johnny Horror or not, but Tyler Main is doing the exact same thing. He's got a book or a comic book that if you buy it, you get a free autograph.
They all do that. And No Restless says Mike loves his boxes more than what's inside. You're damn right. My Jaws box over there that I got my freaking cap in, it looks damn good.
Yep. Mike appreciates a pristine box.
Yeah, I'm a box guy. I am definitely a box guy. I'm an autograph on a box guy too.
Yeah, I mean, some stuff I'm like that, but like a NECA figure, I'm unboxing it, so I could care less.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're going to cut on out of here. We appreciate it. Hey, we've had 8 or 9 people in here. I know that's not as many we've had other nights, but it was a last second thing. Tell us in the chat if you like this format that we did this. Maybe we can do this once a month on a live. Just
instead of having to edit a video.
Be more interaction with you guys and not just us only.
Yeah, I like it, Mike.
Movies.
I like it.
And we may try to do something like where it's either more like anniversaries, like he's talking about Krampus 10.
Yeah,
this is Nightmare on Elm Street number 40. Every month, Josh is going to go in and ask Chat GPT of what movies are anniversary in 5 or 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45 for this month. And that's what and Chat GPT will say, hey, this is what it is. So
you know what I'm hoping for? Oh man, I'm hoping Hereditary comes up here soon.
Oh God, no. Please, God, no. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Josh, you have a good one, man.
See you now. Bye.
See you guys in the chat. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys. Thanks. Bye.